with the result of that game. The game was ended halfway through, so I believe that match will also now be tied at 1-1. Parasite been pretty vocal recently with how upset he's been, but it's a squad which I think should do pretty well together online. Obviously, you saw them at UGC, but not really much competition now, I think it's fair to say. No disrespect to the teams which were at UGC, but not playing any of the teams in the Pro League, it's very hard to cast judgment on exactly how good that team really is or will be at the likes of X Games. Of course, X Games silver medalist in terms of the organization. Some different players on that squad now as well, though. But anyway, back to this game. Automatic Reload versus eLevate. Series also tied at 1-1. Curious to see in this CTF Ascend. Of course, such a great map, CTF Ascend. Who doesn't love CTF Ascend? Hopefully you can tell sarcasm, but we will see if eLevate can close it out. I say close it out. It's still 0-0 really. But TJ, with the flag, not going to be able to go anywhere. Luckily though, Temp in a position to pick that flag back up. Ooh, he's going to get away. He's very, very weak, but should be able to slide that flag in. One more player challenging, he gets the flag and falls pretty much simultaneously in sync. Now, looking over at someone from AR, you've got Mochilla trying to patrol that mid-map and slay with his bow, looking to lock down the map and really control it and make sure you get all those cuts from those spawns. And this is one of the big kind of issues, I guess, with Ascend, is you'll hear us talk about it a lot. When you spawn in that tunnel side, there's so many places you have to watch. There's 3 exits to the tunnel, plus, multi-level exits as well. It makes controlling it so difficult that really there aren't enough players to watch every single exit from bottom tunnels, which is why spawning there is kind of crazy. And that, plus the fact that you can spawn 50% up on the map, doesn't really make a lot of logical sense. Just saying. With every patch comes spawn tweaks and little changes to the spawns, but as of yet, personally, have not seen much. Let me know in the chat if you've seen anything to do with Ascent specifically, which has been groundbreaking and revolutionary in terms of the spawns. Birdsoff has pulled the flag. He's just bucking it bottom middle, man. Brave flag pull. Overzealous. And eLevate shut it down. Classic at 12-6, by the way. So he is really... Oh, he heating up. Never mind, 12-7. Maybe just cursing a little bit. Slack, meanwhile, up top, looking to see if he can pick up a kill on Spacely. Does so, and that flag immediately returned. However, there's one player causing a little bit of issues over there in the eLevate base. It's going to be Mochilla. He turns around, looks to challenge the player in the enemy base and falls, and basically Spacely now last alive for AR, but he actually wins that gunfight. So, props to him for that. Flag back on base now. So, with minute 52, still just a 1-0 lead in favor of eLevate. Temp looking to lock down light side. 2 players will be pushing him any second now to his left-hand side, but so far, managed to push out uncontested. Teammates slowly trying to get control of middle map. Temp last man alive for just a brief moment, and I believe that player from AR did actually spot him. Tries to challenge, and Anticity wins that gunfight. Burns pulling the flag now. Where is he going to head with it? Once again, trying to just evade. This time he's going to head over towards bottom tunnels. 2 players chasing him. He cuts towards mid-map, which he is. That's fantastic cover from Mochilla, who picks up 2 kills, and Burns gonna cap this flag. We got a tie game, ladies and gents. Minute 13 in the first side. And flag immediately pulled now by Tej. If he heads over towards tunnels, he could get a little bit lucky. Sees the player's feet. There's the first kill. There's the second. He's gonna challenge. He drops back to try and win the gunfight. May have been able to actually just run that one away, but unfortunately unable to do so. So over to Spacely for automatic reload, pushing rather, over towards bottom tunnels. Straight to his left, doesn't see him. Slack able to clean up that kill, so Mochilla left, just trying to control light side, sees Tab up top in his base, and unfortunately not able to clean up the kill with the bow. So 30 seconds of round 1 left. Game tied at 1-1. Really not seeing too many awesome plays in this. Look, Temp with the flag, Burns with the flag. Burns tried pulling the flag several times, but was unable to successfully convert them. You see him just playing some base defense for the final 15 seconds. Doesn't want to give anything away. Classic though, slaying out of his mind. 17 and 14. You saw him go off in the first side of the hardpoint game they played. but sadly slowed down a little bit in the search and destroy. Now though, picking it right back up in the CTF. See you guys in the chat talking a little bit about Parasite. Everyone obviously entitled to their own opinion. His personality definitely does cause a lot of clashes, but in terms of his gameplay in Advanced Warfare, the guy has just been going ham. I mean, he's very talented. Search and Destroy especially has been one of his strong suits. He's looked good all season long. I just feel, after a while of being with the team, kind of contrast in personality, especially a team like TK. You know, you look at it and they have someone like Sharp, who's just, you know, such a nice guy. And it's like, well, is this team really going to work? I personally, in the long run, don't think so. I think after this season, roster changes. But who knows? If they win X Games, maybe I'm wrong. But for them to win X Games, going to be tough, that's for sure. Flag has been pulled, though, by Spacely within the first 30 seconds of round 2. And he's trying to bait out some players from eLevate. Well, you have to try a little bit harder than that. 3 players fall. Moch last alive, and he's sat by his flag. Just making sure no one from eLevate able to pull it. Looks over towards Light. There will be slacked over there. He immediately gets traded, though. And Moch had a pretty solid half as well. 17 and 13, his current score. Talked a little bit about Classic putting up big numbers, but Moch doing a similar thing, and that's due to both their playstyles, really, in this one. Classic pushing over towards that enemy base. Not able to pick up the kill. TJ now defending the bottom tunnel, but this is really why I don't like Ascent. It just can be such a boring map to watch, whether that's just CTF in general, or if it is just specifically Ascent. Let me know what you think about that. I know people have been much more a fan of potentially bringing in 2 uplinks, maybe 2 hard points. I don't think 2 uplinks would work. I just don't think there's enough maps which uplink is viably played on. Hardpoint, the only real alternative. That or CTF actually gets fixed, which, well, doesn't look like the spawns are ever going to be perfect. I think it's just Advanced Warfare and the way the game actually plays. Burns, though, pulling the flag, currently on a 4 streak. May actually hit bottom tunnel if he can get away, but no, not able to do so. Flag is still alive. Moch trying to go for it. He drops Spacey and Anticity up. Basically, just Anticity now. Flag again, still alive, and Anticity's going to pick that one up. Gets away just barely by the skin of his teeth. Still alive, somehow knee sliding around, dashing around. Finally falls. Meanwhile, Classic actually pulled that flag, but Flag kept alive by Mochilla for AR. Classic drops. That flag's going to be returned. Moch about to put AR 2-1 into the lead. A little slam down, and with 2.5 minutes left, AR do have that 2-1 lead. You like roster changes? Some roster changes are good, some not so good. Depends how frequently they happen. Me and Matt talked about it pretty recently, actually, on the ESR, and basically came to the joint conclusion that a certain amount of roster movement is always good. The social media presence the Call of Duty esports community has is absolutely massive. It's huge. You know, we get stuff trending all the time, it seems. So that obviously promotes the good side, bigger exposure for COD esports. The bad side, less consistency for those regular viewers, can create a little bit of confusion. You know, oh, I thought Mochilla was on Prof. He has Prof in his gamer tag. Why is he playing for AR? That doesn't really make any sense. Just saying. That happens. You'd be surprised the amount of tweets we get during 2Ks and 5Ks. People asking about rosters that don't really make sense. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Spacely pulling the flag for AR. One player being a little sneaky from eLevate. It's going to be Classic. Picks up one. But he's going to need to counter pull the flag. Oh my goodness. Picks up the kill, but doesn't matter. Flag goes in. Nice cap right there from AR. 3-1 lead. Minute and a half left. Really, eLevate needs to counter pull that flag and at least make a counterplay from that, but not able to do so. So with a minute and a half left, you can pretty much wrap this one up to automatic reload with the win. Bring in 2 hard points. Add Riot. I'm not a fan of Riot hard points personally. Oh my goodness gracious me. Wait till you see what's going on in the Team Caliber game. So obviously we've sat through a grueling 9 minutes of gameplay. Yes, grueling. I know. Very adjective heavy. TK is actually already in the second side of their uplink game, and they started very late, and that tells you a lot. TK currently down 2-14 in a game of uplink comeback. Let that sink in. 2-14, and they're on arguably the unfavored side now. It's gonna be tough for TK. We'll catch the end of that game as soon as this game finally comes to a close. Mochilla with the flag. He's going to run that one straight down the middle, and that is going to be that. AR seal the deal. They go 2-1 up.